everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to our channel, Homeschool Honey. In today's video, we're going to do a review of Caddo Indian Village. This is in Murfreesboro, Arkansas. We went to Arkansas for a vacation, and in Murfreesboro, we went to the Crater of Diamonds, but we thought we would stop here as well. I wanted to do an honest review of this place in case you decide you want to go there. So it may not be super popular with the people in the area or the people that own it, but this will be our honest take on this Caddo Indian Village. It claims to be an archaeological site, but from everything I've researched, there's never been a professional archaeological dig there. So I take that with a grain of salt. They did have a really neat store. They had a sluice there where you could get a bucket of stuff and the kids could sluice it out and find little rocks and things inside that, like arrowheads and whatnot. They had a room that had different artifacts from different periods. Again, I don't know if those are actual artifacts or things that they found there, which I'm not 100% sure. But there was a small museum. This is basically it that I'm showing the pictures of here. They had a diorama in the room, the museum room, that the kids enjoyed looking at. It looks like it was maybe made a long time ago. The clouds are all cotton balls that have been torn apart. But again, the kids enjoyed it, which was, I guess, the most important thing. That's why we went, right? I'm not sure how much actual accurate history they got from coming, though. So here is the outside area in the Caddo Village. I didn't realize before we went there what this was, so I was really thinking we were going to be going to see a really cool Native American indigenous site, and I was really suspect when I saw the mounds were just open air. They had like a cover over them, but it was open-sided, and at first I felt kind of guilty taking video and pictures of skeletal remains, but then I started again getting suspicious that the skeletal remains would be just out in the air, like open air like this. And I did a little digging, and it turns out they're plastic. So from their site, they say that the place was an archaeological find in Native American mounds. So it may be that they were, and they recreated them. But I still, like I say, I can't find a whole lot of information about the accuracy of that. So it may just be a fun tourist attraction to come to. So we walked around, we went to the different burial mounds and looked at the plastic skeletons, and we talked about it. We talked about, if they were real, it would be kind of disrespectful for us to be taking pictures and all of that. And just, skepticism, learning skepticism is, I think, important as well, to question things and not just take everything at face value. The day we went, it was pretty empty there. We almost had the place to ourselves, and the weather was really nice, so I can imagine that it might be really, really hot in the summertime. We walked around and looked at the different burial mounds, and then they have an area, which I'll show a few pictures of in a moment, of a place where the kids can go and dig for artifacts or arrowheads. They even said they had shark's teeth there, which got me thinking, my eyebrow raising. And so I asked, and she said they do, quote, salt the mine. So they go out there and spread things out for the kids to find. So that, it's kind of fun in that respect that, like the kids are going to go out and find something and they'll get excited. They also have metal detectors, and there's a big field where it's marked adult metal detecting area. The kids really wanted to do metal detecting, but I think they had an event coming up, so they didn't let them go out. So I had a feeling they had either salted the area. Again, I don't know for sure. This is just my speculation. And they didn't want anybody out there picking things up, that they were going to have this big event, for coming up. This was a cool little stairwell. So this is a buffalo kill site, and there are perhaps buffalo bones down in the bottom here. So that was another part of the attraction. And here is the area where it's marked. There's an unexcavated mound, and then there's another sign showing the area for adults back behind that. So this is the area where the kids were able to go and dig for their own artifacts. As you can see, it's just like a big muddy, if it's wet, field. Or area that's been dug up. as you can see. So here I'm taking a kind of a panoramic going around to, you can see the different mound coverings around the edges of the dirt pit where my children are digging in the dirt looking for arrowheads and quote artifacts. There was one other couple out there. Yeah, so it's pretty bare. There's the adult detecting area. Also, there were a couple of burning wood, like logs out there. I don't know if it was for effect or the smell or just to have this kind of burning smell, just make it seem more rustic. Or maybe it was just randomly done that day. I have no idea. Overall, I would say I'm glad we went. We probably won't go again. Because truly it just ended up, I mean, if the weather had been awful, we would not have stayed. But my kids were happy, like, playing in the dirt. They just sat and made, pyramids out of dirt. They really didn't care if they found anything. But just basically I paid for them to play in a dirt pit. So I walked around while they were playing in the dirt and came to see these burning logs. If you have any information about this place, the Caddo Indian village, that perhaps I need to update this video with, please leave a comment. Like I say, I did a bunch of research and looked at a bunch of different websites and couldn't find any historical archaeological information other than what's put out by this place. So yeah, go down there, leave me a comment, and if you enjoy videos like this, then please consider subscribing to our channel. Follow our homeschool journey on Facebook and Instagram. I share lots of different things, not just our travels, but also curriculum and ideas. So I'll see you there. Bye!